Hello and welcome back to the Midnight Moose channel. We have another tier list for you today. Today we're taking a look at which baby is best. These are the babies that contribute to the conjoined transformation. That is the criteria we've set forward for creating this tier list. Here's the squares of tiers. Let me read them off to you. They're pretty self-explanatory. This is a best baby. That's for a best baby. It goes at the top of the tier list. Next one, good baby, but could be better baby. That's for a good baby, but they're not quite the best, right? So there's some room for improvement. Second tier down, nobody hates them, but something else they could do could really just rocket them skyward. All right, next tier, one real baby. Have you ever met a real baby? I sure have. A few of them probably, but one I recall most is my son. He was a baby for maybe a year. I don't really remember, but some of it was good, some of it was bad. So right in the middle, one real baby. You know what I'm saying? All right, next tier, who bore this baby? I am just curious. If we put a baby in this tier, I'm really just curious of who bore that baby. What was their intention? Because it didn't really pan out, but also it's not the worst thing in the world. So, you know what I'm saying? Who bore that baby? Okay, next tier here, can I get a refund? This baby didn't exactly work out like we all wanted it to. Can we get a refund? Can we try again? Can we get a new baby? You know what I'm saying? Okay. So that's the tiers. I think it makes sense. I think they all make sense. Let's hop on in and see what's going on with the actual babies. This, again, it's a full item tier list, but I put the babies up top to save time, money, and effort. Okay, Brother Bobby. Let's think. Brother Bobby, he shoots quicker than other familiars, I've been told. I used to think him and Sister Maggie were the same thing, but that changed in Repentance, or maybe one of the several patches. I don't really know. Bearing in mind that Sister Maggie hits harder but slower, and sometimes you don't hit all your shots, so the more shots that you have with Brother Bobby, that's just more you miss. I'm going to say, Brother Bobby, who bore this baby? You know what I mean? I don't know who bore it. I can't give him a high rating. I'm sorry, Brother Bobby. That's it. Harlequin Baby, you're up next. One real baby is where you start, but let's think about it. Harlequin Baby shoots diagonal tiers. You might hit something we're not immediately trying to hit because some rooms can be swarmed with enemies, right? And I think that's a boon, for sure. But then when we're just fighting one boss that isn't super huge, Harlequin Baby, you're not going to double hit them, that's for sure. So I think one real baby is where you belong. There's some good, there's some bad. Harlequin Baby, you're one real baby. Okay, Rotten Baby produces a blue fly that attacks Isaac's enemies. Unfortunately, you can only have one fly active per Rotten Baby at a time. So it's not super great, but it's a good baby, right? It provides some damage that you otherwise wouldn't have. And I don't think there's anything wrong with Rotten Baby, but it could be better. It's a good baby, but could be better baby, I would always say. Up next, we have Cube Baby, everybody's favorite frozen fetus. Cube Baby is a... let me think of the right wording. Cube Baby is a sin among men, and it should be scorned with all hatred and negative intent possible. Can I get a refund on Cube Baby? It gets in my way when I'm walking through rooms. It barely does anything useful. It's tough to control. I'm sorry, Cube Baby. It's just the truth. And if I had one positive thing to say about you, I would say it right now. And there's nothing. Okay, sorry about that. All right, King Baby. Let's think about King Baby. They buffed King Baby to give, he buffs your babies with homing or, shooting towards the enemy. Not exactly homing, but it's pretty similar. So these days, King Baby, he's a good baby, right? It depends if you have other babies, of course. Some of these babies depend on other babies, just like in real life. It's called symbiotism. I might have said that wrong. Sorry about that. But anyway, good baby could be better. How could he be better? Maybe he could have a voice line every time you fire. I think that'd be fun. Anyway, Demon Baby. Demon Baby's pretty good. Obviously, he shoots when enemies get near you. And that happens often, at least when I play it does, because I don't kill them very quickly. He could have higher range. I guess that's the one big drawback. So I'm going to leave him in the one real baby tier. Demon Baby, you're one real baby. There's some positives. There's some negatives. That's what I have to say about that. I have to bring up the list for these next ones because I don't ever know the difference. No offense to them. Okay, first up we have Sworn Protector. Sworn Protector is a baby. It does 105 damage per second, and when it blocks 10 shots, it drops an Eternal Heart. I'd call that really good. I'd call that A good baby, but could be better. How could it be better? Drop an Eternal Heart every shot you block, I guess. But 105 damage per second while rotating as an orbital baby, it's tough to beat, I would say. Speaking of tough to beat, Guardian Angel deals less damage, doesn't drop an Eternal Heart, so it's way less than Sworn Protector, and it speeds everything up, which some people consider a boon. I personally don't. I like to take it slow and figure out my orbitals all the time. So quicker orbitals confuse me, so I would ask, who bore this baby? Who bore this baby? Guardian Angel. Probably an angel. Guardian Angel, not a term you hear too much anymore, or at least maybe it's me. I don't hear it too much anymore, personally, so I think you've fallen out of favor with everybody. Guardian Angel, no offense. So who bore you? That's the tier you're in. There you go. Okay, Seraphim. Everybody knows Seraphim. Everybody loves Seraphim. Does the Sacred Heart shot. Does great damage. Doesn't attempt to try to pretend to protect you like the other angels. It's an offensive angel in the best way possible. It's a best baby, Seraphim. I think it's a great baby that I would always pick up all the time. Unless I wouldn't. Okay, next we have Lil Abaddon. Lil Abaddon, a new addition to Isaac. Well, if you count 2 years old as new. Lil Abaddon's pickup quote is Abyssal Friend. Here's what I would edit it to: Abysmal Friend. Lil Abaddon is pure garbage because when are you ever going to use him? If somebody's near you, Demon Baby can shoot him all the time. If somebody's near you, Lil Abaddon will stare at him until you stop firing. I don't want to stop firing Lil Abaddon. I got enemies near me. Can I get a refund on Lil Abaddon? I don't think he turned out how everybody wanted. Lil Abaddon, I have to give him 0 out of 1,000 stars. Sorry, it's a new rating system. I'm working on it. Tell me what you think. That's where I think Lil Abaddon currently belongs. Incubus next up on the list. Incubus is great, of course. Almost deals your entire shot damage. Shoots tiers like you do. Is it a good baby? Is it a best baby? I think it's a best baby. Obviously deals more damage if you're Lilith or Tainted Lilith. But it's a great pickup that almost doubles your damage. Assuming the shots hit the enemies, which some of the times, you know what? They just might. They just might. I think Incubus is the best baby candidate. That's for sure. Alright, Freezer Baby. A lot better than Cube Baby, even though their themes are quite similar, one would say. And I would say that. Freezes enemies. If the tier would have killed it, then you can push them to shatter them, of course, into more ice shots that hurt enemies. Enemies get slowed from tiers that don't automatically freeze them sometimes. So I would call Freezer Baby a good baby, but could be better baby. I don't have an exact improvement for could be better baby, but you know, you're pretty high on the list, so if you're not happy with that, to hell with you. Alright, we've got Quince up next. Quince, the first 5 things you kill in a room turn into a random baby. It's a bit random, obviously, because you got random baby. It depends where you kill the enemies. So you could get multi-dimensional babies all along the wall. That's not going to help anybody. But sometimes it could be really good. Sometimes it get really bad. I think because Quince basically pulls nearly from this whole list, but not exactly, that one real baby is where you belong, because there's some better than none, and there's some worse than something. So I think one real baby for Quince. I always pick it up when I see it. It's not like I never pick it up. But sometimes it just doesn't always work out, you know? Depends where you kill the enemies. Certainly. Alright, Little Brimstone. Did they nerf this guy hardcore or what? He seems incredibly weak these days. Little Brimstone. I don't know. You just don't have it. Whatever I'm looking for, I'm not sure what it is, but I know you don't have it. I'm really sorry. I'm thinking of putting you in Who Bore This Baby, but you do have unlimited range, and assuming we're behind a rock or something, you could kill somebody threatening us that cannot move. I can't really think of the exact instance, but it's possible. So right now I'm going to leave you in one real baby. If I had more heart in my body to feel for you, Little Brimstone, you could go to Good Baby, Could Be Better Baby, but you didn't, and I don't. So one real baby is where Little Brimstone lies. Let me know if you hate that ranking. I personally think it's fine. Ghost Baby's up next. Ghost Baby fires spectral shots. It's consistent. That's one good thing I could say about it. It's consistent. It's not a chance for this, chance for that. So it's all spectral all the time. Have I used Ghost Baby to kill an enemy over a rock when I couldn't have spectral? Yes. And that's the only thing saving it From the Can I Get a Refund? Who bore this baby? A ghost baby. It doesn't even make sense, in my opinion. And the tier effect overall, not too high. I don't remember where he was in the tier effect tier list, but I assume it was not positive. So I'm just going to leave him at Who Bore This Baby. That's how I feel about that. Twisted Pair. Very similar to Incubus, of course. Copies your shots, deals half damage each, I think, or maybe 37.5%. Repeating, of course, I don't know. Either way, it's really great, right? It's a best baby. It's two. Reno, if you had to split them up, then they wouldn't be a best baby. But together, they're a best baby. So I assume they're identical twins, right? I mean, they do look a little different. I assume they're semi-identical twins, which I don't think is a medical term, but it could be. So let's all think about that for a while. Sister Maggie. Sister to Brother Bobby, I assume. Does more damage than Brother Bobby. Shoots a little less often, I've been told. But when it hits hard. So I think Sister Maggie is one real baby. It doesn't have Seraphim levels of damage, but it doesn't have Brother Bobby levels of missing most shots. And it certainly doesn't belong with little Abaddon. So I think Sister Maggie's a nice, round baby. One real baby. You know what I mean? Alright. Let's talk about Farting Baby. Farting Baby blocks shots a la Dry Baby, of course. And then it farts. Its farts can have different effects, right? Pheromones, fart, which is poison, and maybe another one. I don't really know. Here's the bad news. Nobody's really near it that much. When Dry Baby procs, it does AoE-wide, room-wide damage, right, of course. But Farting Baby, who bore this baby? And what did he eat recently? Because he's farting up a storm, and it's hitting no enemies. So it's not Refund level, because it does block shots, of course. But its actual utility, in my opinion, is a little lacking. Dry Baby blocks shots a la Dry Baby, because that's his name. And when hit, 3 or more times? I don't know. He gets a little angry face, and he hurts the room for Necronomicon levels of damage. Right? So I think it's a good baby. Could be better, but it's a good baby. If you can line yourself up in an Isaac, or almost every blue baby fight, you just get behind him, you just fire. For the phase 1 anyway, those fights. It's good. It lives. It protects you against almost everything except the brimstone. Once you've got the eyes down. Dry Baby, it's one great baby. Which isn't a ranking, so it's a good baby, but could be better baby. Sorry about that. Maybe I'll add a new tier just for Dry Baby. I'm thinking about it, I'll be honest. Alright. Robo Baby 1.0. Robo Baby 1.0. I don't have too many positive things to say about you. You do have a tech laser. Sometimes the noise can honestly get on my nerves. So just for that alone, I might ask who bore this baby. But you do have really good range. And you do follow behind Isaac, so you are predictable in that sense. So I'm going to leave you in the one real... No, I'm lying. Who bore this baby? And why'd you do it? Could be better by a lot. So that's why you're not even the could be better tier. Robo Baby. I don't know. It just doesn't have the spark that I'm looking for. Robo Baby 2.0. Controllable. Predictable. Sometimes, because sometimes he's right on the mob or right on the, XY axis and still not shooting it. But that's fine. Actually, it's not. So that's why you might just stay in one real baby rating. You are controllable, unlike your 1.0 cousin and or sibling. I'm not really sure. And because we can control it, I think that gives it the edge over 1.0. Right? There's certain monsters that you don't want to go near, and you could just send this guy over there, maybe a mushroom on the ground, and he could end their life in 10 to 16 minutes. So, really, it's a time saver. If you have all the time in the world. Alright, Boiled Baby activates when enemies are nearby, similar to Demon Baby, but it does a bit of a burst, right? Instead of just pure shots. Boiled Baby, if you refuse to evoke the image in your head of what it actually might mean, Boiled Baby is a great item. I think it's a good baby, could be better baby, but I'm a big fan of Boiled Baby, and I don't know anybody who isn't. Buddy in a Box. Buddy in a Box, of course, bit of a random choice here because the buddy could be... Okay, number one, you get a cool skin every floor, differently skinned, right? So that's pretty cool. The shots, though, they look weird, or they look different, or they could be Ouroboros, or they could look like poison, but they don't always have that effect. But sometimes it's all about the style, the looks. Sometimes it's all about a status symbol. I think for the skins alone, and the shots you do, I'm sure, incredible. You're a good baby, could be better baby, Buddy in a Box. And just think of the references. I mean, there's a Mario baby, there's Luigi baby, and there's 100 other ones, right? So Buddy in a Box has the potential to be almost anybody besides a really great baby. No offense, you're a good baby though. Maybe not best baby. That's just me. Alright. Multi-dimensional baby. You know, where do we start? In multi-dimensions, it's really good because you're in every dimension, which is great. But in our dimension, you double shots that go through it. You double other baby shots as well, so that's a big positive. You don't deal any damage on your own, and if we got to be constantly on the move in the different direction, you don't do anything. So you're kind of, you know, determined by what's around you and what Isaac has otherwise. Obviously, with more babies, you're even better. But at the moment, I'm going to leave you in one real baby because you can do some good things, but you could also turn sides into just gray balls, which isn't exciting, no offense. So the fact that you ruin some tier sprites, you know, that's going to knock you down a peg into the one real baby category. I think that's where multi-dimensional baby stays. Acid baby, is this getting captured? How long do we have? Okay, yeah, good. Okay. Acid baby, of course, spawns a pill every once in a while. When you use a pill, you poison the room. I don't know about you guys, I don't have any impulse control. I get a pill, I use it immediately, or hold it for a specific time. I'm not using it when I enter a room. Acid baby, you need to seek some help. There's many programs that can help your addiction, and for that reason, can I get a refund? Acid baby. You know what I mean? Pills, half the time, unpredictable. This guy gives you more of them. I mean, I guess it's good if you have PhD, or false PhD and you're trying some weird Blackheart build, that's fine. But not for me. Can I get a refund on Acid Baby? Alright, Abel. Everybody's favorite baby face. Abel, of course, goes across the other side of the room and fires towards Isaac. Is that what he still does? I don't know, they changed him once or twice. Abel, nobody enjoys seeing you, picking you up, knowing you're an item, unlocking you with Cain, or anything. So can I get a refund on Abel? I mean, who added this guy, and why do they hate the item? Because it made us hate the item too, you know what I'm saying? Maybe it's just me. Alright, Headless Baby, a baby without a head, in case you were curious. You leave Creep behind, you follow behind Isaac, sometimes closely, sometimes not so much, depending on what was already picked up. I would rate you highly, except, you know, half the enemies, maybe more than half, they fly, and they don't care that you're bleeding all over the floor. So as much as I want to rate you highly, I want to say, who bore this baby? This headless baby? Maybe if your blood was heated to a very high degree, creating some sort of steam that hurt flying enemies. We need a heated, boiled, headless baby. I don't know. Never mind. But anyway, who bore this baby? I want to like him, but it's hard to when all the enemies can fly. And by all, I of course mean maybe most. Lil Loki up next. Lil Loki shoots in 4 directions. Half the time, I'm surrounded by enemies, so I think 4 directions is great. Lil Loki, I think you're a boon to any team, and you're a good baby. Could be better baby, because you don't do the little laugh that Loki does when we fight him, right? So that's the only way he could be better. That would make him a best baby, for sure. That's what I think. Let me think about Mongo Baby for a second. Rainbow Baby, you bring color to any team. You shoot charming and otherwise tears. Rainbow Baby, always a smile on her face and a positive glint in her eye. There's nothing wrong with Rainbow Baby, maybe ever. And that's why I'm going to put her in the best baby tier. Rainbow Baby is the best baby, in my opinion. And it brightens up. I mean, look at the sprites here. You got black, you got red, you got gray, and you got Rainbow Baby. You know what I'm saying? Rainbow Baby lights up any room she walks into. or in this case floats into, because none of these babies actually walk. Because they're all, I think, dead. Sorry to bring down the room. Anyway, get over here. Little Steven. Psychic shots. Often rewarded for the Steven battle. I'm a little torn. I think he's pretty good. You know, some people want to say, oh, it's not Steven, it's bad, because it's not a damage up. But he does deal damage, I've been told. I'm going to put him in the good baby, could be better baby. I was thinking about putting him in best baby. I'll be honest, I was thinking about putting him in best baby. Because he's got the homing, he's got the spoonbender effect all on his own, you know? But I put him in good baby because I think it's not super high damage that he does, but maybe that was nerfed or buffed or who knows what. So good baby for now, pending your patch files. Little Steven. Alright, the last baby on the list. These guys aren't babies, in case you're curious. Last baby, Mongo baby. I'd say it depends what else we have, right? Because he copies other familiars. If we only have Abel, can I get a refund? Or do you don't copy the positioning of Abel though, so that's different. But if we have Ghost baby, I'd say who bore this baby? If we had Harlequin baby, I'd say that's one real baby, Mongo baby. You know, it really depends. And that means you could be any baby, which means you could be every baby, which means you are the best baby tier, because you could copy any of these babies as well. And that's what I think about that. Mongo baby belongs among the stars. Stars baby. Now that would be a good item. Somebody probably already modded that, but that's okay. But that's the whole, every baby that contributes to Conjoined, every item that contributes to Conjoined. That's this tier list. This is how I feel. Best baby, good baby, one baby, real baby. Who bore this baby? Can I get a refund? Baby. Let me know what you think. I think this list is pretty set in stone, but with a compelling argument, maybe I could sway my mind. I don't know about you guys, but that's it for that. So leave a like if you enjoyed this tier list. Leave a dislike if you hated it. Subscribe if you want to see more Isaac and other videos on my channel. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Have a great day.